You are being judged in seconds. Not by what you say. By what you don't control. Most men think people are complicated. They are not. They are predictable. And once you see it, you cannot unsee it. A man walks into a room. He says nothing. But everyone already decided who he is. Weak. Confident. Dangerous. Forgettable. That decision happens fast. Too fast for logic. But not too fast for patterns. The truth is simple. People leak information. All the time. You just never learned how to read it. Watch his eyes. They don't lie. They hesitate before he does. A man who looks away too fast hides something. A man who stares too long wants control. But the one who looks, pauses, then shifts, that man is calculating. Now listen carefully. Confidence is not loud. It is controlled silence. The loudest guy in the room is rarely the strongest. He is usually the most insecure. He needs validation. He needs attention. He is asking for approval without saying it. Real power is different. It does not beg. Watch how someone reacts when interrupted. That moment reveals everything. If he gets angry instantly, he has no control. If he laughs it off too quickly, he fears conflict. But if he pauses, looks, and responds calmly, that is a man who dominates without noise. Now here is something most men miss. Feet never lie. People control their face. They control their words. But they forget their feet. If someone's body faces you but their feet point away, they want to leave. You can be mid-conversation. Smiling. Talking. But mentally, they are gone. Now flip it. If their feet point toward you, even when distracted, you have their attention. Attraction works the same way. A woman may say she is not interested. But her body tells the truth. She mirrors you. She leans slightly closer. She adjusts her hair when you speak. That is not random. That is instinct. But here is the trap. Most men see signs, then ruin everything. They chase too fast. Talk too much. Try too hard. And in seconds, attraction disappears. Why? Because desperation is visible. You cannot hide neediness. It leaks through tone. Through posture. Through micro-expressions. You say one thing. But your body screams another. And people trust what they feel, not what you say. Now understand this deeply. Respect is not given by words. It is given by behavior under pressure. Watch how a man handles silence. Silence is uncomfortable. It exposes weakness. Weak men rush to fill it. They joke. They talk endlessly. They try to impress. Strong men do the opposite. They sit in silence. Calm. Unbothered. In control. That silence forces others to react. And the one who reacts, loses. Here is another signal. Watch how someone treats people who cannot benefit them. Waiters. Drivers. Staff. That is the real personality. If he is polite only to powerful people, he is fake. If he disrespects those below him, he is insecure. Because real strength does not need to prove itself. Now look at reactions. When someone hears bad news, do they panic? Do they blame? Do they freeze? Or do they pause, think, respond? That pause is everything. It separates emotional boys from disciplined men. Most people react. Few people respond. And the difference changes your life. Let's go deeper. Micro expressions. They last less than a second. But they reveal the truth. A quick eye roll. A slight smirk. A tightened jaw. These are not accidents. They are suppressed emotions escaping. If someone says they agree, but their face shows tension, they don't. If someone smiles, but their eyes stay cold, it is fake. Real emotion reaches the eyes. Always. Now pay attention to energy. Not words. Energy. Some people enter a room, and everything shifts. You feel it. You cannot explain it. But you feel it. That is presence. And presence comes from self-control. A man who controls his mind, controls his energy. And people sense it instantly. Now here is something dangerous. People test you. Not consciously. But constantly. They interrupt you. They challenge you. They ignore you. Not to hurt you. But to measure you. Your reaction defines your value. If you get defensive, you lose. If you get emotional, you lose. If you stay calm, you win without trying. Because control is rare. And rare things are respected. Let's talk about lies. Everyone lies. But not everyone lies well. Liars over-explain. They add unnecessary details. They try too hard to sound convincing. Truth is simple. Lies are complicated. If someone talks too much, watch closely. They are building a story. Not telling the truth. Also watch timing. Honest answers come fast. Lies take time. Because the brain must create them. That delay, even if small, is a signal. Now understand attraction again. Attraction is not about looks alone. It is about emotional impact. A man who makes others feel something, controls the room. You don't need to be the best looking. You need to be the most memorable. And memory comes from contrast. Be different. Speak less. Say more. Move slower. Think deeper. While others rush, you stay still. That alone separates you. Now here is the uncomfortable truth. Most men are invisible. Not because they lack value. But because they show no presence. They blend in. They talk like everyone. Move like everyone. React like everyone. And nobody remembers average. So how do you stand out? Control your reactions. That is the key. Not your clothes. Not your words. Your reactions. When something unexpected happens, stay calm. When someone disrespects you, stay composed. When pressure rises, stay focused. Because that is when people are watching the most. And that is when they decide who you are. Now observe status. High-status individuals take their time. They don't rush responses. They don't seek approval. They don't explain themselves unnecessarily. They move with intention. Low-status individuals do the opposite. They rush. They justify. They overtalk. And without realizing, they lower their own value. Now think about this. Who controls the conversation? The one who talks? Or the one who listens? It is the listener. Because he decides what matters. He observes. He analyzes. He responds strategically. While the talker reveals everything. Silence is not weakness. It is a weapon. Use it. Now look at consistency. Anyone can act confident for a moment. But not under pressure. Consistency reveals truth. If someone changes behavior based on who is around, they are unstable. If someone remains the same in all situations, they are grounded. And grounded people are trusted. Trust creates influence. And influence creates power. Now here is the final truth most men ignore. You are being read, right now. By everyone. Every movement. Every reaction. Every pause. You cannot hide it. But you can control it. And once you do, everything changes. You stop chasing respect. You start attracting it. You stop seeking attention. You command it. You stop reacting. You start controlling outcomes. Because the game was never about talking. It was about understanding. Understanding people. Understanding behavior. Understanding yourself. And when you master that, you don't just read people. You lead them. Silently. Effortlessly. Completely.